Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alessandra. I filmed a contour and highlight in-depth makeup tutorial for you. Please stay tuned and keep on watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I already applied my moisturizer. You're going to want to make sure your face is nice and hydrated since we are going to be applying a lot of products. I am going to do basically first cream products and then powder just so that it stays all day. I usually do brides and bridal parties, so I'm going to show you how I do that. This is not really an everyday contour look. I'll be applying my NYX Shine Killer Primer. Apply it in your T-zone. I'm applying my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. My shade is Y325. Applying it with my Morphe Y5 brush. I used a lighter touch to my foundation and my base because I didn't want to look cakey since we're going to be using a lot of steps and a lot of different products with two different cream contour sticks. One is actually, I believe, a concealer and one is a stick foundation that's also a contour stick. One is a warmer shade and one is a cooler shade. I'm using two different shades. One is going to be my contour and one is going to be like my bronzer. Now, like I said before, I'm using these shades for my skin tone. You would use a different shade for your skin tone. The bronzing color, which I love this one. I use it on everyone. And you're sort of going to want to feel around. I know where my cheekbones are. You can see the line, and you want to go above it. That's where my bronzer would go. As you can see, it's above my ear as well. It doesn't meet my ear. So what I would normally do is I would take a round brush and upward motion. Take it up. Same thing with my forehead, upwards motions. You never want to go down with anything on your face because you don't want the appearance of a drooping face. Now that we have our bronze on, I'm going to go in with the contour stick. And again, still a little bit above the line. Now, my cheekbones stand out. Like you could tell that they're there, they're high. Some people not so much, so it might be harder. You have to go above your ear always and just feel for them and study your face. So I drew the line and then from there my jaw, and I'm not doing my forehead because I don't think that my forehead is big and I wouldn't want to make it small. With a brush that looks like this, I just draw it out a little bit more and I push up before I start blending with the round brush because I don't want it to completely disappear yet. And then I take this one down with a brush like this, the one I used for my foundation. It still has product left over, so it helps blend. And if you notice, the brush is flat, so I go in like this instead of flat, and I buff it out. Circular motions going up. It's just the base for the powders. I'm going to go back in anyway. As you could tell, I have extreme darkness over here. So I'm going to take my Tarte Amazonian Clay Waterproof 12-Hour Concealer, the shade Tan. Looks like this. As you can see, I'm only doing one side of my face, so at the end you could see the difference between them. It's like my corrector. You can't just highlight without correcting. Tarte Light Neutral Concealer, the Shape Tape one, and I'm going to use it as a base. I'm going to also show you how to do your eyes just with contour and highlighting as well. Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer Super Coverage in Porcelain. This color is light. I'm going to use this as my highlighting color. Drawing underneath my cheekbone just so that contour really can stick out. Highlight your cupid's bow, your chin, the middle of your nose. And I like to highlight before I go back into contour because I think I said in my other video, I like to look tanner and highlighted. And I drag this down because this whole area should be light. And then the closer you take this up, the smaller your nose will look. And the key to pretty much any makeup is to blend. I am going to do the other side of my face. I just want to show you what highlight and contour looks like on one side opposed to just foundation on one. I do this on all of my clients and some don't see the difference and then some think that this is the most amazing technique that has ever happened in the world and they take pictures of themselves while they have all the lines. I just want everyone to see. I'm just blending. Now I look very pale. I'm going in with a contour first. I drew it a bit thicker. And I'm going in with the bronzer. And I always like to do dotting motions with the bronzer. I don't know why. I think that if I just drew a line with this particular one, it would look too harsh. So I always draw little dots and I pat with it. And do you see how it's kind of like a gradual thing opposed to just harsh lines? And then I go back to my jaw with a little bit of bronzer and bring it down because our necks need to be tan too. Go back into my forehead and go a little bit higher. And now I'm going into my nose. Closer you go with a line to the bone, the smaller your nose is gonna look. The wider your nose is gonna look. I like my nose to be snatched. So I go. And then you could see I have this button on my nose. So I do this. I trace it. I don't go up here. I'll see what works for you. You have to just try. Smaller brush. This is the same brush I use for concealer, and that is key because a nose contour could be so harsh. I take it up with the brush, but I will not draw all the way up there. I press it in. Then I go in with my big brush. And I use the brown because the gray on my nose doesn't look good for some reason. Go in with the brown and I'm going to trace my eye shape like that. I'm going to take a little brush. I'm going to take it out and bring it all the way in. Leave room for your brow bone to be light and the inner corner to be light. Same thing underneath. These are where natural shadows would hit you. Now that I have this side of my face pretty much done, I go do the other side, and then I'm going to do the powder. A part that I always go over again is my nose. I always just trace it and just kind of pinch it in. This is how it looks. And then I just blend over again, and I go in with a bigger brush this time because I've already done the smaller brush, and I just go in like this. I said I use this brush because it has flat surfaces, and I go in with the sides. And make sure you blend your nose contour, because you will look crazy if you have lines on your nose. People don't get it. I get it, but people don't get it. So blend your nose. Just blending everything again. On your cheeks, always use a patting motion. You do not want to take off all of that other stuff we put there. Don't have lip injections, and I wish I did, but those hurt. A brush that looks like this, and I trace my lips. And I go a little bit out here with it. It looks crazy, right? I know. Back in. The same darker shade. Do my chin. This is a bronzer, so I'm not contouring anymore. Circular motions. Your ears. On most people, I like to use cream blush. Again, look at your cheekbone. Now look where you would want to place your blush. Most people would smile and place it right here. Don't do that. Place it here for a higher cheekbone. If you place it here, it's going to just make your face look chubby. And smush it around like this, giving you like a radiant glow. So now we have all of our cream products. I go in with some translucent powder, Fawn Locket powder. I'm not using a lot of this for here because I feel it creasing and I see it creasing. With my Anastasia contour kit in light medium. Get under my eye. Kind of in that V motion that I had applied it. And I do bring it on top as well. And I bring it close down here. Do you notice how I'm pushing it into my skin? Same thing, other side. Middle. Forehead. In here should be where you have the lightest colors. My Naked Skin Ultra Definition Powder Foundation in Medium Light Warm by Urban Decay. And I know that this is, like I said, a lot, but if I'm going out, I need extra coverage. And I always go my eyes first because I have darker and veiny eyelids and I hate them. And then I go where I didn't apply so much of that yellowy foundation. Do not want to touch here, and here, and here, and here, because you want to keep it onto. For that, my medium dark golden shade, and this is just tanner. It's not a bronzer, but it's tanner. It gives me coverage. It's time to bronze. My Hoola Benefit bronzer with a flat brush. I am barely touching my face. Go down and up, not pulling product away. Go into my hairline, lightly on my nose. That is all the places I would have contoured, but I'm going above the contour. I'm going to use here, I'm going to use here, and I'm going to use here, and I'm going to use here, and I'm going to use here. Because you have to evenly distribute product, or else it doesn't look clean and it doesn't look good. The Anastasia contour kit with a little round brush, and I'm going to go with the cooler tone. This is when I'm going to contour. I already drew the line. My makeup will be good today now. Mix the shades. And just diffuse it. There's nothing on this brush right now. I always go back in and look at anything that doesn't look 100% blended. Going back in with the foundation powder. And I just blend everything back. See how nice and blended it looks now compared to before. This is a Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH33 contour kit. I mix all the dark colors and I follow my socket. Go underneath as well. I'm going to take my MAC Warm Soul blush. I always use this blush when I'm trying to be really bronzy and natural looking. I know most of you are probably saying you do not look natural right now, but that's okay. Follow the cheekbone. I'm going to take my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder, a highlighter. Same brush. I don't like to use super shiny highlighters. My skin gets oily and I just don't like the look. Inner corners. To apply mascara into my brows and lipstick, and you'll see the finished look. This is the finished look. If you want to see more in-depth tutorials on how to do things step by step, please leave comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.